Morning. Well, it's like mid-morning. Right, we're off to Tiszaújváros. Do a video. Get something to eat. Go to one of the local restaurants. I'm going to do a video when I saw this car. I'm in the 25-year-old Renault Megane. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's absolutely boiling. A lot of things don't work on it. It rattles, it makes a noise. Oh, even got fish food on the seat. Alright, let's it's a lovely hot day again. Beautiful day. Right, you're gonna actually laugh, to be honest with you. I'll do a video on it anyway. But twice I've been to Tiszaújváros to do a video. My time, 4 or 5 hours. Went for a meal. Joke along. Problem, I've been taking this action camera, and the problem with this action camera is I didn't realise I put a 16 gigabyte SD card into this small camera. I've cleared it all now. I have got better SD cards, Extreme Pros, where they cost me like £60–70 for an SD card, but like 256 gigabyte. I've got another one coming today, and also I've just had my bag delivered, but I'm going to do all that video for that. I probably might do one tonight about what else is coming and explain to you all the camera stuff I use and mistakes I've made, so you won't do the same. But what's happened is I've got like 2 or 3 batteries for each camera now. But this particular camera, I just decided to put the 16 gigabyte SD card out of my phone into it, not realising there's probably not much left on the actual card. So let's just say there was like 20 minutes or 10 minutes. I didn't realise that the camera was set. I never even thought of it. It's not even, I don't know whether it's on the other cameras, I imagine it's not. Was on loop record. So basically what was happening, when the SD card was getting full, it always goes back on the nearest previous video and overwrites it. So why I've been doing all these probably I've been recording what I think I've been recording like 2 or 3 hours, and then what I do, I take everything off it, what I want to take off it for the video when I edit it. Basically, I've had no footage because it's overwritten everything. I had yesterday, I had 4 minutes video on this SD card from like a 2-hour video, and that was while I was having a coffee in the coffee shop eating my cake. I'm gutted completely. I mean, it's that bad. You just want to cry. It's all a learning curve, and. After messaging my brother, he says if it's on loop record, it's going to just keep overwriting. So, sorted it out now. This SD card is empty, cleared, downloaded everything. I mean, I've got external hard drives, I've got mobile external hard drives, I've got everything. I mean, I prepared myself for this YouTubing, but this type of thing I didn't prepare myself for. So, learn. Watch, learn, and that's it. Anyway, lovely hot day, and while we're at it, I'll show you the Fugu, which is, this is your sunflower seed fields. They're all about ready now. So we're on our way to Tiszaújváros. Have a bit of a wander around and show you the turtles, what are naturally in the big pond there, and we'll go for something to eat. And obviously you can keep me company, can't you? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disappear for a little bit now, and in fact no, I'll leave it on for a little bit of a drive and then make your own mind. Right. Coming. Obviously, I'm not doing full videos of this drive because I don't want to bore you. So I'm breaking the driving up. But we're coming up to a little town. We won't be going in this town, but it's what I just want to say to you is it's called Tiszaújváros, and it's just here. You turn right. All I want to just say is this Tiszaújváros, which you go right here, that is actually where my dad's family's from. My granddad, grandma, my dad was actually born there. And what he used to do, he used to run and try and beat the train to Mezzacharts. I know it sounds daft. The original house, what he was born in, that's not there no more. Because I did ask people, and people did know the Deli family, because there isn't really many Delis in Hungary. It's a very rare name. And that's Delhi without the H, by the way. Not New Delhi, Delhi without the H. Anyway, so I just thought I'd let you know that while we're on my travels. So I'm going to turn the camera off now anyway, because I don't want to. I'm not going to keep doing all these bits here. But well, in fact, no, I'm going to leave it on a minute. We're coming up to another little village, small town. You've got to bear in mind, there's no shops in these areas. They've got like little pubs. This is called Hayokert. So it's all fields because obviously I'm in the countryside. It's not a tourist area. But this is Hayokert. I've got to say, this small action camera, this is an action. I mean, I've got expensive Sonys, but I'll explain to you all about the equipment I've started using. But this Olfi, this action camera, it's superb. There's a little pub there. They've been doing some work on the roadside and doing the drainage for the water, for the flooding and things. Some workmen being lazy. I'll sort of miss Borsod when I go to the other place. I will miss it because obviously this is where I've always came, you know, come for holidays and things like that. This is the M3 motorway, Autopallia. Obviously, you get to right to Debrecen and left to Budapest. But look how quiet the motorways are, absolutely brilliant. Now all these lorries you see here, they're all coming from the frozen food store. I don't know what's gone off here, a lot of lorries, police. There's a distribution centre here, it's a frozen food distribution centre for Lidl. A few people have had jobs here, but the hours are long. Obviously working in the cold store. I mean, I know because I've took forklifts in there and I've done, obviously been a lorry driver myself. Yeah, Lidl Logistics. They've got a new Scania bus lorry service garage here. Turn you off a little bit. Right, that over there with the big silos, which is big tanks, that's called good mills. written in English, good mills. And obviously that's where you get all your, they do all your, for your bread, to make your bread, your flour, wheat, everything. So that's a milling business over there. No really difference to what they have in England, I suppose. And these, all these big towers you see, these big funnels. On the left over there is a big oil refinery, petrol, diesel. They do all. It's called MOL Petrol. They've got MOL petrol stations. I use it regular. Normally you can see there's a couple of funnels what got massive flames shooting out, burning all the gases off. And what you see here on the left, all these white little buildings, what have been built up, well, if you look at them, they're like little apartments. So you might already guess what they are. All got windows, little private chalets. All got air conditioning, every single one's got air conditioning. What do you think they're for? I'll give you time to think about it. I'm sure you'll work it out. Obviously, of course, they're for people, but which people and what people? Right, so this is the refinery. Very big place this is. This probably pays one of the best wages around here. Lorry driving pays good wages in Europe, but a lot of the lorry drivers, because obviously they travel from country to country because there's no, you're not crossing the water. So a lot of them go to Spain, Italy and everywhere else. France, England, Scotland, from here. 2 or 3 weeks they're away. But they earn a good packet, but the problem is no life, as I know. Because, you know, myself, I was a lorry driver. It's a very lonely life. If you want to make some money, and you're not tied down with children and whatever, or wife, a lot of these are. Reason why I did it at first, but I had girlfriends. There is money to be earned, but like I said, you're doing, these don't do the hours, they do like 48 hours in Europe, whereas we sign a form to say that we will work over the EU limit of lorry driving, which was 48 hours. So I was always doing around 60, 70 odd hours a week. Obviously you can't drive 60, 70 hours, but working hours itself, which you get paid. Anyway, I hope you worked it out what it was for. Those cabins, what you're seeing, they're for illegal, they're immigration, illegal immigrants what came over. It's their way of keeping check, keep them all there in a certain hours, and a lot of them all work at this petrol station, petrol refinery, and that's how they've done it. That's how, because there's not illegal, a lot of immigrants in this country. Hungary won't put up with it, but the ones that are, they've made sure they work, and they've made sure they've got them under control and know exactly where they are. Something what England does not do. So we're at Tiszaújváros now, and I'm going to turn the camera off a little bit. In fact, I might even probably leave it on while we're driving. Yeah. A lot of police are on this main road here. You'll be very careful. If you stay on this road, take to Miskolc and the motorway again, and through a lot of little villages. So what we're going to do, we're going to go this way. There's a MOL petrol station there. This is Hotel Veronica here. Tourists use it, and people in this country. This is Hotel Veronica. You can go here for meals. and if you fancy visiting Tiszaújváros or this area. A lot of apartments are here. You have to really ignore a lot of them on the outside because a lot of them are really nice, 2 and 3 bedrooms. All got balconies, air conditioning. Some new ones have been renovated, some new ones have been built, and also a lot of the older ones. This is the restaurant I was thinking of going to, Nardos. So yeah, a lot of apartments here. Nice inside. Well, from apartments I've actually been in Hungary, I mean, a lot of them are nice. Some new ones have been put out here, been built, look, new ones, underground garages. And this is the local swimming bath. Now this is lovely, all outdoors. All outdoor swimming pool. Nice and big. Huge. All the trees you see over there, there's all the pools around there. Hot pools, hot spring pools. You see, Hungary has a natural hot water source, volcanic water source. It's not volcanic, but it comes from underground. Because all of Hungary, the water comes from the Carpathian Mountains. So we have a lot of spring water, i.e. this water, what's free in my garden, it's just full of underground wells. So, absolutely brilliant. Well, they're not, them children aren't crossing, don't know what they're doing. We'll get parked up in the centre and then we'll have another walk. Do you know what? If anybody's seeing me, only the same people see me, they're going to say, what's going on with this freak? All he does is walk around with that little camera. But you know, my fault, balls up the videos. I hope you like the 25-year-old Renault. It's great, isn't it? Some nice. These the ones I keep trying to say to Mum to have. I wish my mum had tried to get my mum to come here so she can chill out a little bit. But she don't listen, so it's up to her what she wants to do. And he decided to pull out on me. Nice space over there. Try and get under one of these trees, eh? If possible. Get a bit of shade. This to do. Yeah. Anyway, we've arrived, so what I'll do, I'll turn camera off and let's get sorted out and we'll have a little bit of a wander. Starting to feel a bit like Groundhog Day, doing a repeat. Anyway, we're going to have a little bit of a wander down here so you can have a look. But this is Tiszaújváros town. Full of apartments everywhere. He's doing all the metal on the veranda up there, taking all the rust off. Probably all be repainted. This is the ice cream parlour. Really nice ice cream. This is Big Burger. They do huge burgers in there. Must be about 20 centimetres. Whew, lovely day. hope the weather's nice in England. You ever got nice weather? Absolutely boiling here. It's like 40 degrees nearly every day. I mean, it goes hotter than that. We've had some storms which have come and gone. The sun's come out the same day, or we've had a storm early hours, and then next morning, sun's out at 6:30, nice and boiling, 28 degrees in the morning, and then just picks up. Chocolate. This is one of those like Thai Chinese places where you get the food. I must admit, I ate there once, me and Sunsy. We were both ill for 3 days. That's not one of the best ones. It might be actually a little bit different to the normal Chinese ones. But if you see, like they have like under the apartments and everything like that, they like have these like little shops and things all underneath. There's no paid parking here. There is in some of the big cities and towns. I mean, obviously Budapest and some of the Eger and some of the big cities, but like here, there's no paid parking, like smaller towns. Mayo chicks. Bit of a backstory about the shop I've just gone by, the woman's designer shop. So I went in there once when I was with my obviously ex-wife, and went in there to get a load of underwear and stuff. And the girl, she's quite nice, so she's nice. And I said, oh, she asked me what I wanted, what size and everything like that. And then she started putting them all up against herself and everything like that. Asked me what I thought. Of course I weren't embarrassed, but nice little cliche, wasn't it? For her to do for me. Anyway, let's not talk about it. So, here's like one of the bread shops. So you cakes and things. You see, they have people, street cleaners, who get paid to keep everything tidy in the morning. They work for 5 hours a day, 5 or 6 hours. That's why all the bedding and everything's dead tidy. And if you want to get paid this 50,000 forint a month, they don't just give you unemployment benefit here like in England. That's where England's stupid. I don't know how much things are changing, because obviously I won't know, but here, if you want some money, you've got to do you work for the council and they clean the streets, and then you'll get your 50,000 forint a month. Which is a good idea. I'll tell you what you don't see here. I'll tell you what you don't see. You don't see the streets and the pavements full of chewing gum. I actually looked at a video. I don't mean to say this bad about Nottingham, but I was watching a video in Nottingham, and it was just like spots of white spots everywhere on the pavement, everywhere. It was chock-a-block. Even my girlfriend actually said, "Is it the design?" And I went, "No, fucking chewing gum. Disgusting habit. You pissing bleeders with chewing gum. Put it in the pissing bin, you dirty bleeders. Disgusting." But there's look how clean the pavements are here. No chewing gum everywhere. Look. Bus station over there as well. These people are walking down here. So that's sort of the town, really. Not. Obviously, they've got all these like green areas where you can sit, kids can play, parks, everything. But you don't get any of them. You don't get the hassle. You don't get. If you look at the people, you don't get the same sort of attitude. There's a lot more respect here. Of course, every country has problems, no doubt about it. But you can do what you want at night time here. You can walk around, do everything you need to do, not have to worry about anything. Kids can go out. You don't worry. You couldn't do that in Nottingham. You couldn't take kids out on Saturday night in Nottingham. People do it, but too many twats. Look at this old Scirocco, that's our cars, because they don't have a lot of sun here. Look at that, no rust on it whatsoever. But you see, look, there's like here, there's like apartments everywhere. Flats, apartments. This is a lawyer, solicitor. Actually, it's the solicitor what I've been using here, that one, Dr. Googling. The story about him is that he dealt with when I punched that car window. He's from Mezzachart. His mum, the son, do the lawyers. And they dealt with me and actually sort of fell out of them a little bit. Because I wasn't happy because they said, I said I didn't want a solicitor. And they said if I didn't have one, they said they were going to get me locked up. Which is absolutely ridiculous. I said, why would I need a solicitor when I've not done nothing? But anyway, a little market, one of what you call like a street market, Piots. Sell all your fruit, veg, everything else. See, look, no dogs allowed. No dogs. Can't go walking dogs around here. The watermelons, they're 200 forints a kilogram. So, obviously some of these what are like 10 kilos plus. Obviously just times it, don't you? Work it out. Some of the old plums there. Can't beat fresh veg and fruit. Buffet over there, look, buffet. Them nice paprikas, Hungarian paprika. Yeah, stuffed paprika, really nice. Getting a lot of these like mobile vans now selling meat, cakes, breads. The bread, you get some of the villages where they don't have any shops what are really out in the sticks, not like Mezzachart. And they like a van or you in once a week and sell bread and just things like that for like the older people who can't get out. Because not everybody's got cars here, can't afford it. Look if they can afford a bicycle. Here's a little Borsod, a little pub. Love a pint, have a nice cold pint of beer. Can't drink anything, it's zero tolerance. Can't touch anything. It's a good idea, I should have it in England, but unfortunately you can't have anything. You cannot drink and drive. Little restaurant here, plus a hotel. Right, what we're doing here, we're in the centre now. Look, here's a cleaner now, here's a street cleaner. I'll get her on video. Sweep all your little muck up, your dust, everything. Right, this is the Város house, which is the town, like town hall. Police are in there, there's all sorts. It's not the police station, but you can see all the bells on the top. They make a lovely little chime they do when they kick off. They have a lot of festivals on here. Obviously there's probably been a bit lacking because of the coronavirus, but they do have a lot of things, activities going on here. They've had fairs and things. not a typical fair like in England. And like this was full, so can't see it now. But what you do, you put all your plastic lids in. Well, somebody's put it for kids. Children do it, adults as well. So you put your little ones in there. You put your washing liquid, your big washing machine liquid ones. Big lids can go in here. It's not for bottles, it's for tops. So you just get like there's a little top here. So you get like a top like this. Just pop it in. There you go. Love art. The love of plastics. And this, what you see here, monument. I don't really know what that's depicting, to be honest with you. But this used to have a big statue here when it was communist of Lenin. Because this used to be called Leninváros. It didn't used to be called Tiszaújváros. It was Leninváros. So they used to have a big statue of Lenin. Obviously, after the communist era, they took it all down. So yeah, big post. There's a big post office over there. Big like a mini hospital as well. And here, this pond, great this pond, it's got some massive catfish in here. But one of the main things is, obviously it's a natural habitat. Like I said to you, there's loads of turtles in Hungary, what live here, just live in general. I had them in my pond. Yeah, I might be able to get some, but look at the size of these fish in here. If I can try and get some on the video, because I've got my action camera, so it's not really going to zoom in. But it's some big turtles in here, some very, very big catfish. So let's see what we can see. There's some big fish in there in a minute. Unfortunately, I didn't bring no bread, but if I can let's try and put some of this bread out here. Grab some of this bread. Here. Talk along. I think they like it when it splashes. The little fish are eating it. Tegnott, there was shot technisch baker itt van. Nagy van. Őszál, mint szenti. Kis gyerekbe tessék Kenya minden. Nagy, igen. Szép. Nagy okos. There was itt van in the lab, was itt van Vália, for ennyi, minden. See that not big? There's a massive fish under there. See if we can try and get one to come out of the. See if we can get one to come out. Under a little fish there. Look, that's a fish. Besides that one. You can't fish in there or nothing like that. Jesus Christ. Did you see that? That was one big fish. You see, the catfish, they eat the smaller fish as well. Jesus, that was huge. See if we can get if I chuck some of this bread out of there. Have a wander around. Here's one technisch bake. Çok var ya. Igen.
Csak nem mer feljönni, mert lát bennünket.
Igen. Nagyon sok hal itt van.
Nagyon. Imádom őket.
The nodge hal, gondolom, probably in tudom like the mocska hal, but the nodge itt van.
Nem tudom, én nem értek hozzá, hogy
I think the edge of the kish hal plus. Nem tudom mennyi méter itt van. Got to be két három méter, nem itt víz.
Négy. Szerintem négy. Fulladtak már itt bele emberek. Sajnos.
Well, de csinálj sok kis hajó.
Igen,
Kis hajó
igen.
and sport and minden.
Igen.
Normal, it's jó tiszta. Nem nagyon tiszta most.
Igen. Hát most fel van zavarva a víz.
Igen. I told them there's one shock, there's kish technics, it one. There's shock where the kish heed, it one. There's one shock, it one.
Igen, oda is szoktuk.
Like these these, look, they're just floating round. Could do with a carrier bag, to be honest with you. Well, yesterday there was some children there and they're feeding the turtles. It was a brilliant. I was talking to people and there's like 3 big turtles and they're like little trained dogs. They're putting their feet on the pavement, on the steps and things. You have a lot of things like water you can drink here, like, and birds go in it. Like up here, you can drink this water, and the birds bath in it. It's quite a good idea. I mean, you know, people do all these like waterfalls, don't they? So I'm giving you all some ideas here, and I'm actually giving myself an idea here. You think, you know, build all this like big waterfall. Look, something simple as that. Get some like 3-4 big rocks. Have your water pump going at the back. And that lovely little birdie wants some water. I'm not going to disturb him. You know, put your pipe in through the back. You would. Coming out. Gave me an idea. Absolutely brilliant. So just something simple. And then that would run into a main pond, obviously. What else have we got here? I've been here loads of times. Yeah, I've got the conkers all. Got a load of conkers. They have a lot of conkers on the trees here. Plenty. See, this is what I said to the lady about the sports. They have swimming competitions here in the water. Obviously in the water. Bike racing. Running. And they have European football all over the world. Like canoe racing up and down. Real big thing here. They have a lot. Probably this year because of what's happened, you know, with the virus. But yeah, they used to like have all like wooden splints over there, what you could sit on and things, and dock all your boats on and things like that. Whew, it's lovely weather. Tell you what, catching that sun now. I mean, like I said to you, look, you know, me, I've been spending all my time in the house. For months I've just had to just sort of knock it on the head and just say, right, I'm going out, I've got to do my videos, YouTube's important, my people are important, my future's important. So bless her, Sunsy's just going to have to look after the dogs while I go out until we move into the other place, and then the dogs will have more land. Like I said, I don't want to keep repeating myself. They'll have all be fenced in, lots of fields to run. They'll be really happy, and then I can go out to other major cities. Like I said, I'm only an hour, 45 minutes from the Balaton, hour Budapest, so absolutely superb. And then I've got some lovely big cities, Sexard, I've got Szeged, Page, loads of nice places to go. Sexard's look lovely. That's only Sexard is only 10 minutes from the house. Beautiful place, beautiful town. Look how nice these are. Little kids playing. That's how we used to, when I was a child, we used to do things like that. Oh, the days of being a normal child, not like they are now, playing on all these computers, telephone madness. Nothing like it used to be. Good old days, climbing trees. You see, look, no dogs, no roller skating, no cycling in parks. Look, it's a brilliant idea. I'm not going to go dog walkers. I've always had dogs. Well, I had dogs then didn't have dogs, but I've got dogs now. But you got to think, right, when your dog pisses, shits on grass in a park, that is where the family goes. I know in England you have a lot of rain, it's different to here, so more people sit around on the grass and relax. But the problem with that is, don't matter if you pick it up out of in a bag and dump it in the bin, there's still bacteria there, and that's how you get diseases. Although when I was growing up, your immune system, you didn't even think about things like that in England, did you? But here, it's not allowed. You're not allowed to walk dogs or piss and shit. You just don't. Like I said to you, they're different with animals here. I'm not against dogs coming in parks. I can't see the problem with it. But I do sort of see their point. You sit there having a nice sandwich with your kids, lovely hot weather like this, relaxing, and you put your hand in some shit, or where there has been some shit. It ain't nice, is it? Let's be completely honest with you. Loads of fish. How clear that water is. All kept nice and clean. Tried to get turtles. I'm a bit disappointed. I don't know whether it's because it's a bit earlier in the day, but there's absolutely loads of turtles here. And this is like this area here is like a nursery for turtles. You'll find some really small turtles and they're baby ones. It's probably because it's just a bit earlier in the day. There's a big turtle there in the centre. Just if I put my finger there, right there, big turtle there in the centre, waiting to grab a fish. There's a lot of really tiny ones, small ones. Right, this, I've took a lot of photographs here. This has normally got a fountain, it lights up at night and things. Really nice water, clear water, people paddle with their feet, and you're not supposed to walk around in it. But you can see the time, it's only 10 to 12 here at the minute. So 10 to 11 in England. Right, so that's Saint Istvan. He reigned the Kingdom of Hungary. He reigned the Kingdom of Hungary. He said he was born on 975 BC. Not BC, AD. AD, sorry. He did the Kingdom of Hungary. I think he was born in Esztergom. See how they have all these Little shops everywhere. Normally probably have flags up on that. Yeah, so this St. Istvan, this is like one of the older Hun. It's got the stag on here, the bird, like they have in Tatabánya. They have a big bird. I forgot the name of the bird, the big massive flying bird what they have. But there's a big like folklore about the white stag and things like that in Hungary. If you see a white stag, it's like supposed to really give you good luck, because they do have white stags here. Yeah, ponds go all the way around over here. And this over there is like a thing for children to play. Brilliant, isn't it? Does your numbers. Got like numbers, and it tells you numbers, and it counts so they can count and learn to jump on the numbers and things. Bit of like one of them dancing things, but learning to count and things like that's really good. See, they have a lot of nice trees planted here. This is like, the way you're looking at some of this is like a typical garden, to be honest with you. So I'm going to end up doing my other garden, because I mean, when I think the size of my garden, I've got the land, the fields, I'm just going to plant loads of trees everywhere. So this is like, yeah, some grasses. Right, and they have loads of these like water. Fill your container up, cyclists, kids, old people, or just drink like me. Do I sound like a fish? Somebody's been washing the grapes there, look. Nice. Excuse a little bit, went down the wrong hole. Have a guess what this green thing is here. Look at the shape of it. What do you think it is? Have a look. What are you thinking? You worked it out? Well, that's shaped as a spanner, and it's been done by MOL. They've done it. Put your bicycle in here. There's all your tools, Allen keys, posi drives, posis, tie levers, all sorts, screwdrivers, all it so it can't be stolen, and then you have your pump, so you can street boots, so you can fix your bike, shaped as a spanner. Good, isn't it? Couldn't do that in England. Some fucker would nick the whole lot. Good that is. Clever. It's for like all these cyclists who do a lot of touring on there, these road bicycles and things, mountain bikers as well. When they come from other towns and they're doing like 100, 200 kilometres a day, so they go for all the major cycling routes and things. What I'm going to do is, I think, tell you what I'll do, we'll cross at the zebra crossing just here. We'll cross here. Little penny market over there. You want a pod? This is the courthouse, Little Shag here. It's where I had to go when I had my problem again with the window. But like I said, there's apartments everywhere. But what I'm going to show you where we're going to go now, before we're going to walk and make our way to the restaurant. But where we're actually going right now is we're going to go to the Catholic church. We're not going inside, just a little bit near the doorway. Roman Catholic, and then we'll make our way round. We'll make our way round, and you can have a look at some of the houses where a lot of business people, retired people, and people who run business. Yeah, like I said, people who run business, ex-business people. Some nice houses around there, really, really quiet streets, lovely bungalows, nice gardens. We'll have a little bit of a nosy. So here you are, going to the Roman Catholic Church. We only go in the doorway, but this isn't your typical Roman Catholic Church, Roma. It's like a modern, I think it's like a modern version. Obviously it's probably been redeveloped. That's where the priest is. So going in here. There we go. I'll have a bit of a look in there if you can have a bit of a close. Nice. Even though it's modern, TV screens, still nice. And they've got the chime on for us as well. So this was obviously when they designed it, the design of it all. So we've got Tiszaújváros, Roma Catholicus Templum. So you can kneel and pray and what you need to say. Well, I come here at the right time, didn't I? Bing, bing, bong. Probably did it deliberately. Probably thought I'd deafen that twat. Here we go, so we've got some Jesus Christ here. Ishten. We have the restaurant over there, Carpi restaurant. These are the flats, what I was saying. I think they're really nice, I do, I like them. Lovely for older people. I like the verandas on them. Really nice. So we'll have a wander down this street here. Oh. Get down here. You don't fancy. These are like the metal fencing, what look like wood. Sort of thing I'm gonna have to do in the field. You can get all different colours, wood effect, matte. Got like a shiny one as well. That's what I've got in the garden. Plums growing on the street. Not ready yet. But yeah, they all have like nice big fruit trees. All have the trees. It's an important thing to do here because it supplies all the shade shade for your garden when you're outside. So trees are important. No good keep cutting, like in England, they just cut everything down, but they haven't got the same weather. Very dry here. Got a nice big pond in this garden as well. Ponds are important, as I said to you, they're important for wildlife. I know people have them for a design, but they are important for wildlife. It's a very, very important thing what people should be doing. Probably not so, it's not so probably so important in England, but it's still a good idea for birds and things. See ya. He loves me really. Why is it wherever I go, dogs don't like me? They don't like me. I'm like Moses. You should like me. I help wildlife. But if you can't really tell here, but once I go down one of these side streets, you'll realise how quiet it is. They actually remind me a bit of a. I'm only going like from what I've seen on TV and things like that, because I've never been to Australia or America. I don't want to go. Nothing against any of you Australian people or American people. It's just not my cup of tea. I like Europe. But this reminds me of the same sort of style. Big wide streets. Iron fencing. Another usual design. This is like you can get by these concrete fences. And you have designs, you can have whatever you want, go as tall as you want. You don't have to have metal on it. And not my cup of tea. I like a cup of tea, but I don't like a concrete fence. Like that. But you see how long, like how big the normal gardens, they're just all big. I mean, this is around here in like a city town. You all got nice big gardens, like even I have. Mesochart, but not really big, going to the fields. But some of these I've got, look, lovely pond there. Nice pond, look. Rock around the pond. Windmills. Oh, please go away, dogs, don't keep barking. Another bit of a pond here. What's embarrassing about this? Weeping willow been completely chopped right back. It's about the same sort of width as mine. But these are nice. You almost give it like an ornamental look. It's like you're not allowed to speak. That's a visual. You have them in England, some people have them. They like to have an Hungarian visual because they know it's one from Hungary. Stop stealing these dogs. They belong here. Very hyperactive dogs visual. They like a lot of exercise. So what we're going to do, we're going to go up this street here because I want to how quiet it actually is. These houses are expensive, probably ranging from 50 million foreign upwards. Now it probably really isn't expensive when you compare to some of the houses in England, but they're still expensive. You want to put he didn't want to talk, miserable twat. I was being polite and he just couldn't be asked. There's always one, you get them all the time. You get some who are really alright and you get some who are just arseholes. Nice bungalow. I wish my mum had just come here. I don't know why all of you don't move here. Everybody should move here. It's great. Look at this here, look at this. Nice. You see, and this is another thing, when people do when people do the houses here, it's sort of their own design. It's not like businesses done it. These are what they've had built. That's how they've all the houses are. They don't just get built by businesses. People over the years have just said, right, we'll have a house, but when they just build them themselves and they do their own designs. It's like the house where my girlfriend is, her family house. they designed that. I mean, there's some flaws in it which I don't like, and I said, well, why didn't you do that? You'd have to do that or do that. But it's just the way it is. This is nice, look. They have these distorted glass on the doors where you can see out of, but you can't see in. Can you see how quiet it is here? Oh, isn't it lovely? Really quiet, lovely street, underground garage. I mean, I think the average price here is around 80 million, but they go upwards of 100 million plus. So you're looking around 3,000, a bit less than £3,000 for 1 million. So just work it out yourselves. But you know, if these houses were these type of houses, the way that you look at these houses were in England, they cost a fortune. So when you look at it, you're getting a really nice house here. But you get the weather, don't you? I mean, I can feel that sun, that heat. I can smell my skin just cooking. It's just lovely. It's like roast chicken with a bit of barbecue, with a bit of spicy paprika on top. You can see some of the houses. Nice, aren't they? Look how quiet it is. I'm not going to go and walk down every one of these streets. I'll be at it all day. But I'm just giving you a bit of an idea. All got balconies and things. In fact, we'll walk down here because may as well walk to the restaurant. How quiet it is. Look at this house. Look at the design of that. Just like Dracula's castle. This one's been renovated. Doesn't look like anybody's even moved in yet. Looks like it's been sold and then all been renovated. A lot of people like run dentists. He's a big boy. Look like him grabbing hold of my bollocks. He's a big lad, he is. If you're wondering what he is he's one of the Carpathian dogs. See how tall he is? A lot of them dogs guard cattle. Nice bungalow over there. What I'm going to do, I'm not going to walk everywhere. I'll be here all day. That's the big TV tower over there. All the antennas and everything on them. Radio, TV, everything. I mean, this is only a small part around this area. There's some, even obviously, a lot better streets as well. If you look up there, that's an old stork nest. It looks like people didn't really want the storks living around here. Probably because of the mess. Bit cruel, but that's the only place to live really. They live on top of lampposts in the countryside. Seen better days. There'd be all birds living in there though. I mean, there's no fresh shits though. Probably because they've got a caravan, they probably don't want. Pretty don't want shit going over the caravan. Like these are like summer apartments. Jesus Christ, it's hot. I'm just thinking, I don't know whether to go back and get the car, because it's still otherwise it's a bit of a long walk. I think I'll get the car and come park a bit further on. The walk's alright, but I don't want to do anything unnecessary for myself. Because this video, this isn't for me, it's for you guys to see. Right, what I'm going to do is, because we're sort of about where we are, I'm going to sort of end the video here and then proceed the video a bit later on. You don't want to see what you've already seen. Alright, so we've parked on the street. This is all going to be renovated, obviously. These are flats, apartments that are being renovated. There's a little bit run down. We'll go over to Nardas Chada. Gonna have some food. Imagine it's going to be pretty busy. It's dinner time, so see if I can get a table for one for Mr. Lonely. Oh, do you know how nice it is when you get the shade? There'll be a lot of probably workmen in here. I don't even know whether I'm going to get space because there's a lot of work going on in Tiszaújváros, isn't it? Pretty busy, so I'll have to see if we can get a table. Very busy in here today, as you can see. I just ordered a Hazy Syrup mint one, which is going to be nice. Yeah, so what I've ordered, got me mint drink. I've ordered some steak chips, sirloin steak in Marshall style. Some vegetables, grilled vegetables. This is cucumber salad, but I did ask for it to have sour cream and paprika on. Asked them twice and it just come neat with like sweet vinegar, what they do. So they got that wrong, but a mistake. They're very dopey here, sometimes, not always. It's one of them typical scenarios. Chips are nice and crunchy. I'm not doing a food review, by the way. I don't know how to get a simple thing like a cucumber salad wrong. Like the sour cream and the paprika. Nice. Nothing thin and cushion shaken. with my mint syrup. I'm full. Really nice. Oh, много вкусно сейтва. О, вейга, eh? Sí. Igen, alva kávé, kis fekete.
Presszó?
Yeah, presso.
Jó.
Van kis tasting plusz.
Jó.
Köszi szépen. Excuse me. So full. I'll let you have a little look round our. So difficult in here when you're on your own. We're rammed, packed out, and everybody just looking at me. I'm not saying I'm embarrassed, but it's not like people can't just turn the camera. Excuse me. Just put the camera around. All this is like the traditional stuff. Hungarian. Put all the vegetables in the jars. We've got a load of these Mum and Dad did. I forgot the actual name of these paintings, but they're really old. We used to do them just outside Mezzachart. Used to be an old guy used to do them. Leather sewn into the chairs. Yeah, I think because it opens at 11. I think the best time to come here is probably, what time is it now? 1:30. Inside it were busy because obviously it's air conditioned. But here was absolutely rammed. All them tables were full. So I've had the ventilator, outside air conditioning. Bit of spritz of water comes out. And I'm gonna have a coffee and pay the bill and make the way home. Leave the dogs too long. Köszönöm. I'll try case pains. Igen. So I've got my creamy coffee, bit of cream, little coffee I've got here. Always give you a glass of water as well. Maybe my eyebrows aren't raising up when I'm having a drink. Are my eyebrows raising up? Pulling your leg. Strong coffee that. No. There you go.
Parancsolj, 8600-as póker. Sziasztok!
Cső! Van bent hely?
Van.
Király.
Sziasztok!
9500 no?
9500, köszönöm.
Köszönöm.
Egészséggel és további szép.
Köszönöm.
Köszönöm.
Jó, szia! Szia, viszlát! Well, I'm really full. That was the last meal I had was 8,500 forint. This was 8,600 forint, and then I tipped him 900 forint, about £3, just under £3. Said 9,500. The last one I gave him 1,000 forint, made it. So they're practically the same, more or less food. I had coffee. Just the steak was different, more of just a straight steak, and not one with the sauce on and everything. But yeah, it was lovely. Nice. Full. I better make my way back anyway. Anyway, don't forget, like, subscribe. You know where I am. It's all for you. See you later.